everyone, it's Phoebe. Welcome back to my channel. So this week is going to be my first back to school DIY video. We're going to be making 2 pencil case designs. They're super simple and easy to do. I had so much fun making this, so I hope you guys will too. All you'll need for this is some fabric. I got these fabric squares from Walmart for like 98 cents, 97 cents I think, and pretty large. They come with a lot of fabric for that. I got a grapefruit, some blue, I think it's like an antique design, and some yellow and white polka dots. So yeah, also you will need either a hot glue gun, fabric glue, or a sewing machine. Sewing machine is the best way to go because you probably want to be able to make it durable and last longer, especially if you're going to be putting stuff in it. But another way to go is with fabric glue, which works pretty much the same, and it probably will work better than a hot glue gun. However, it takes forever to dry, so you'll have to wait like a whole hour before you even do the next step in the project. That is why I will be using a hot glue gun because it goes much quicker. So yeah, let's get right on into the video.
Okay, so my first design here, I'm just going to be using some grapefruit fabric. I'm going to start by opening it up, and then I'm going to lay it out and smooth it out a little bit, just so that I have some clear workspace and I know how much of the fabric I'll be using. Once I've smoothed it out, I'm going to line it up on my cutting board here, and then I'm going to take my Ziploc bag and place it where I want to cut it out. Make sure that the fabric is folded in half, the way you have 2 sides. Then I'm going to take this fabric cutter. It's kind of like a pizza cutter. Please use super careful precautions while using this, or have an adult do it for you because it is extremely sharp and could be dangerous. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut out my Ziploc bag. You could also trace the Ziploc bag and then cut it out using scissors as well. Here my cutter didn't go all the way through, so I'm just going to go back over it. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this extra strip of fabric I have here just so that it doesn't cover the zipper because I want to put some ribbon on it. And now I'm just going to use my glue gun. Be very careful while doing this. The glue gun is super hot, especially against the plastic bag, so I suggest having a piece of paper or something like another piece of fabric to help press down and steady your fingers. And it may be best to use a low or multi-temp hot glue stick. So I'm just making sure that I glue the fabric to all of the sides, including where the zipper is on top, smoothing it out, and then I'm going to do the same on the back. Now I decided I'm going to make a little hem at the bottom just by folding it up. That way my edges are a little bit smoother. Okay, so the last step for this bag is just to add on some ribbon at the zipper. I already cut out my pieces to be the length of the zipper, but you guys don't have to do this step. You can also add the fabric to it or just leave the zipper showing. Then I went ahead and did it on the back. It'd probably be best to open the Ziploc bag and then close it a couple times while doing this. That way the glue does not seal the bag. So there we have it. This is the first pencil case Ziploc bag design. Okay, so for our second design, I'm going to be using a bigger Ziploc bag, which I already went ahead and cut in half. You can use whatever size you guys would prefer. This one actually has a zipper on top. Now I'm going to go ahead and just lay out my fabric and try to figure out how much of it I'm going to use. Make sure that you cut out 2 pieces of everything, and the best way to do this is just to fold your fabric in half. As you can see here, I'm again going to use that fabric cutter. Please be very careful while using this. And I'm just going to cut it off to make the shape of the Ziploc bag. Next, I'm going to go ahead and do the same step I did with the other Ziploc bag and just go ahead and glue my fabric to it. Remember to be very careful while doing this because the glue gun can be extremely hot, especially against the plastic bag. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue down all of my sides and make sure that they are pressed down nicely. Now, when I went ahead and cut my fabric, I made sure that I would leave some room at the top because I kind of wanted to make an extra front pouch. This is totally optional though, and I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. Okay, so where I left that clear opening there, I'm going to go ahead and use some yellow fabric for that. This one's really pretty, it even has white polka dots on it. This was about 1 inch wide, and then I went ahead and cut out my strip. And I realized it wasn't completely even, so I went back over it and made some adjustments. But I'm just going to use that piece of fabric to cover up where you see the clear bag. So I'm going to go ahead and use my hot glue gun and attach the fabric to it. And I decided that I didn't like it being over top of the blue and I wanted to tuck it in. So here in just a second, I'm going to cut the corners, that way I can get it to fit properly. Okay, so this last step is also completely optional. I'm going to go ahead and cut about 2 even pieces of fabric, and I'm going to use them to kind of make a hem for the sides of this bag. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it to be the width and length of the bag, and then I'm going to use a hot glue gun and fold them over on the ends of the bag. I'm going to do the same on the other side as well. This just kind of makes the edges look a little bit neater. And this last step is also completely optional. This is more decoration because you can't really use it to cover up the zipper. I'm going to go ahead and take some white lacy ribbon, kind of has some ruffles on it, and I'm going to glue it to the front and the back where I have my zipper on the top. Make sure where you glue it you can still open and close the bag. Then I'm going to go ahead and just cut off any excess fabric. And there you have it, this is our second pencil case design.
I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get updates whenever I post new videos, and comment down below if you want to see any more DIYs for back to school. Give me some ideas. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!